In the middle of your first date follow-up, if you're just joining us, Bethany is on the phone and she's getting ghosted by a guy named Jeremy. So in a second, we're going to call him and see if he'll tell us why he's ghosting her and maybe get her another date if she still wants one. But before we do that, Bethany, why don't you catch everybody up on your situation?
Yeah, so basically I went on a date with this guy a week or so ago. We had a great time, got drinks, dinner. I thought it went really well. We have a lot in common. I was really into him. He walked me in my car, we said goodnight, and I just, didn't hear from him at all. And I texted him, and he just didn't respond. So now I'm just not sure what's going on, and I would really like to know.
Okay.
Make sure it's not because you ate a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I would like to know it's not because I ate a lot.
All right. We're about to call him right now. You ready?
Yep.
Okay, here we go.
Hello?
Hey, is this Jeremy?
Yeah, this is you.
Jeremy, what's up, man? How are you? My name is Jubal, and I host a radio show. It's called The Jubal Show.
Hi, Jeremy. I'm Nina, also on the show.
Hi, and I'm Victoria.
How are you?
Hi, I'm doing fine.
Sweet. Do you listen to the show ever?
I mean, I'm familiar, yeah, but...
Okay. I don't know if you're familiar or not with the segment we do. It's called the first date follow-up. That's where if you go on a date with somebody and then you ghost them, that person can ask us to get you on the phone and ask why you're ghosting them. And we got an email about you from somebody.
Oh. Okay.
Can you think of anybody that you're ghosting currently?
I'm afraid not.
Have you gone on any dates recently?
This is from Bethany, I take it.
Yes. Bethany emailed us, and then we talked to her about your date a little bit, and she said it's been like a few weeks and you haven't talked to her, so she's wondering if you would mind telling us why you're ghosting her.
Well, I mean, I had a great time with her. I really liked it because we went out, we had food, and she's nice to talk to. But I got really excited, and so I was starting to show my bros, pictures from the night, and I was telling her about her. And, one of them, my guy, Rob, he said, wait a minute, no, I know who this is. I know Bethany.
Okay.
Actually, I went out with her for a while. A few weeks ago, I actually went out with her, and we ended up, we slept together, and every day afterward, she kept just trying to get a hold of me. It was like this constant, hey, what's up? And I couldn't get her. I couldn't drop a hint that she would understand. So I eventually texted her on the third or fourth day just to say that, hey, we're not a good match. And then she stopped bugging me. So I was like, I do not want to get into that. I don't want to wade into any of that.
Well, it sounds like communication.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what wading into that means, but because to me, he finally nipped it in the butt by telling her what was what. So really, it was his fault that it got weird, if you think about it. So you actually would have had the power to communicate with her what you wanted from her. And especially if you were excited, doesn't mean that you guys would have the same situation. I don't know. I feel a little triggered by that excuse. I'm sorry.
Look, I guess I don't want to even get involved with any of that. I don't want it to get to the point where I've got to send out a text of hey, don't do this anymore. I know.
Well, why are you dating? Are you dating to be casual or are you dating to meet someone? So why are you anticipating telling somebody I don't want to hear from you?
I mean, I want to meet people and hang out, and I want to keep it kind of casual, which is nice, but I'm not going to be with someone who's going to be...
likes you? Who wants to talk to you? Are you kidding me? I'm sorry.
Well, Jeremy, thanks for being honest with us. I will also let you know that Bethany is actually on the phone and wants to talk to you, and she's been listening.
Hi. Okay, I gotta say I'm a little bit shocked by what I'm hearing right now. I know exactly what you're talking about. I remember Rob, obviously. Okay, so he was really nice at first. We had a really good date. We talked about going on a second date, and that's kind of the reason I slept with him. And we slept together, and then he just completely ghosted me again. This keeps happening to me. And yeah, I texted him a few times. We had just slept together, but I didn't text him like crazy. I literally texted him a couple times. And then he messaged back saying he didn't want to see me anymore. I was bummed.
Hey, look, I trust Rob's judgment, and if it was too much for him, then it's going to be too much for me. You know, I gotta go with whatever.
It was not too much. I literally texted him like a few times because we had like maybe I'm old fashioned, but I feel like if you sleep with someone,
I gotta trust Rob's judgment on this one.
Jeremy, how many friends do you have? Like, how many is in your inner circle? And can we have all of their names so Bethany knows not to date any single one of them? Because you guys have interesting bro rules.
Oh, I think, we're tight. We like to make sure that we're all on the same page about this kind of stuff.
Your friends are all on the same page about, like, how you date?
Yeah. I mean, aren't yours?
Yeah, they don't tell me who to see and not to. Well, yes, they do. Actually. Yeah, but different, yeah, exactly. Jeremy, but different.
Okay. I think we've worked out a really nice sort of system. I talk about my date and how well it went. My friend goes, hey, don't do that. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, tight, Rob. I go in, I talk about what kind of girls to see. I trust Rob. If he says, hey, that's not a good one, then like, that's not a good one, Yeah, I mean, look, with us, it's dogs before broads,
What?
Yeah, it's dogs before broads.
This is a red flag alert.
It's like even worse than bros before.
Listen, Jeremy, I respect your friend circle, but Bethany,
it's time to get out.
It's time to go.
Yeah, I am not about this at all. I do not like that mentality from a grown man, so I'm good on that.
I still haven't asked yet. Jeremy, would you like to go on another date with Bethany? We'll pay for it. Dogs before
no, I gotta listen to the dogs.
All right.
Do you guys bark when you see each other?
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
What was that? That was not a dog. It was a bulldog.
And Bethany, I'm assuming you're cool. You don't want another date?
Yeah, I would like to never see either of them again, to be honest.
It's rough in these streets.
Jared, why don't you refresh everybody's memory about your date with Tess?
So we went to a very nice restaurant, one of those experience kind of based fixed menu fancy places. We were both looking for the same thing, no hookups, like real connection, real relationship, ultimately leading to like something serious. And then we left amicably, and then all of a sudden I'm not hearing from her for like a week.
All right, well, we'll see if we can figure it out, man. You ready for us to call her?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Tess, please?
May I ask who's calling?
My name is Jubal. This is a radio show. It's called The Jubal Show.
I'm Nina, also on The Jubal Show.
Hi, and I'm Victoria.
We're calling you today. I don't know if you listen to the show or not, but we do a segment on the show. It's called the First Date Follow-Up. What that is if you go out on a date with somebody and then you ghost them, they can email us to get you on the phone and ask why you ghosted them.
Oh.
So you are currently ghosting somebody.
I am.
You are? Okay.
Okay.
Is his name Jared?
Yes, his name is Jared.
That would be who emailed us.
Oh, good.
He said that he had a great time with you and he doesn't know why he's being ghosted. So we're on the phone right now to ask you if you'll tell us.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Jared was so sweet. He took me to this like very he knows that I'm a foodie and he knows that I really want it. Like when I go out, I like to have like an experience. That's like a huge plus for me. And so he found this like really cool restaurant and I loved it. I love the restaurant and he was so kind and our conversation was great. We really we got like into the nitty gritty about like everything, like marriage, what we want out of life. And with that conversation also comes like the conversation about careers, and Jared told me that he was getting like pretty antsy with what his job is right now, and he was like debating a career change, and like I I'm a huge fan of somebody doing like what like means the world to them, even if that means starting over. And the only thing is when I asked him what that like next job was going to be, his answer was just like pretty off-putting to me. He wanted to become a truck driver and see the country and like get out from the man and behind the computer and stuff. And I think that is so cool that he wants to, you know, leave his job and pursue something that he loves. Love the enthusiasm. But I just don't want to be married to a truck driver that I'm never going to see. And if I learned that now, then I just thought I would spare us.
You're ghosting because he wants to be a truck driver?
I'm ghosting I'm not because he wants to be a truck driver, but because that is a profession where I'm never going to see my husband, and I want somebody who's present in my life. Somebody I can keep going to those restaurants with.
But how come, if you're going that far, like on a first date, like why wouldn't you just tell him?
I didn't want him to think I was being superficial about the truck driver thing. So if I'm being honest, like because it's not about that. It's just about not being able to see the person that I like hopefully will grow to love someday. And so for me, I was like, it's just a first date. You know, like you just don't know how to say things sometimes. And I just didn't want him to think it was I didn't want to discourage him from being like following his dreams.
Well, thank you for being honest with us. Appreciate that. And I will also be honest with you and let you know that Jared is actually on the phone right now. He's been listening this whole time and wants to talk to you.
Hi, Tess.
Oh, hi, Jared.
Tess, I'm not even a trucker yet.
Yeah, and I hear you, and I guess because we got so, you know, deep in the weeds about everything and the nitty gritty that I was taking everything you were saying like pretty seriously. Like, you know, we were talking about marriage and this and that, so it seems like pretty definitive that like you had a plan to like leave your job and like go be a trucker.
Oh, no. I mean, I was really just talking about options. That was kind of like the most, you know, go see the country kind of dreamy kind of talk. But like there are other options that I'm willing to go through. You know, that it doesn't have to be that one.
What other options are you thinking about?
Maybe getting into something deeper than what I'm doing now as a programmer. And I'm struggling, guys. What
Are we changing dreams after the first date, guys? I mean, I understand wanting to be, you know, flexible and hear out whoever your partner's is and what their concerns are. But after one date, I mean, if you want to be a truck driver, Jared, I mean,
go be a truck driver.
Be a truck driver.
Yeah. Own it.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind doing something like acting. I mean, that would be fun.
Cool.
Sounds like we got a free spirit here.
You know, just something that isn't so tied down to an office, so tied down to like a computer. You know, that's kind of the idea more than anything.
Okay.
So you just said okay to that. Is that changing your mind?
Yeah, I mean, what I meant was like, when I said okay, was that I appreciate that thought, and I just want to make sure that this isn't, we've only been on one date, and I just like don't want you to be changing your dreams for me if it potentially doesn't work out. Like that is a lot of pressure. So I don't want to make you change, you know, your free spirit. I think that's a wonderful part about you, especially since you've only been on the first date.
That's true. But, you know, bringing the consideration up, I mean, I think most people are not going to be wanting to settle down with somebody who's just not there most of the time. So it's something to think about, you know.
That was just my opinion. You don't know that. Like, you might find somebody that is compatible for you that's cool with that. And then you both get what you want.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's possible, you know, find somebody that wants to live in a truck with me most of the year, but I don't know. You never really know. I mean, there's a lot of different jobs out there, Tess, but like I do know we made a connection that night, and I really want you in my life.
Sounds like he's in it for the long haul.
Wow.
Tess, would you like to go on another date with Jared? We'll pay for it.
You know what? Yes, I will go on a second date with Jared.
Okay.
Oh, dude, awesome. Maybe we can go camping.
Oh, I was going to suggest a truck stop. Camping?
Or just a dinner. That too.
Like a camping after dinner or before dinner? Like, what's the vibe?
After dinner, and then we get used to being in a small space like a semi-cab.
Okay.
There you go.
Maybe not.
Well, thank you guys. Congratulations, you got a second date. In the middle of today's first date follow-up, and if you're just joining us, Jordan is on the phone, and he's getting ghosted by Krista. So we're about to call her and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting him and maybe get him another date. But first, Jordan, why don't you kind of recap your date for us?
Yeah, so we went out to a fancy place. We hit it off the spot, definitely had chemistry. She couldn't keep her eyes off me. I couldn't keep her eyes off her. I was just being confident, just showing off my outgoing nature. I told her some stories. We hit it off, and I went into my gym routine, and then got into my whole motivation, and we hit it off. I had a blast, and I've been texting her about, hey, let's keep this going. Like, when am I going to see you again?
Ready for us to call her?
Yeah, no doubt.
Let's do it. Here we go.
Hello.
Hi, may I speak to Krista, please?
This is Krista.
Hey, Krista, how are you? My name is Jubal. I'm calling from a radio show. It's called The Jubal Show.
Yeah. Hi, Krista. We're all here. My name's Nina.
Hi, and I'm Victoria.
Hi, I know you guys.
Oh, you do? Sweet. Well, thank you very much for knowing us.
Cool.
Appreciate that. We do a segment on the show. It's called the first date follow-up. It's where if you go on a date with somebody and you end up ghosting them, that person can email us to call you and find out why you're ghosting. So any idea who would email us about you?
Jordan, obviously.
Yes, it is Jordan.
So you are blatantly ghosting Jordan.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Okay. Would you mind telling us why?
Yeah, I mean, like, the whole date just felt like I was, like, on some episode of a crazy fitness reality show. it was an absurd human. I don't know.
I don't know. Any highlights of the reality show that you felt like you were on?
So many. Let's see. Yeah, okay, first off, he's really not my type. Like, is not normally the type of guy I would go out with, but he's cute and he picked a fancy restaurant, so I figured, why not? And so I walk in and there he is in this like totally skin tight, like long sleeve, white, almost see-through shirt with like, his biceps are like screaming to please give me a break from bicep curls. He just was a total meathead. You know what I mean? Like, you could just tell. And so dinner started fine until like Jordan started talking, and he noticed the waiter, who was like kind of a skinny, young, dorky kind of guy. So Jordan starts calling him scrawny to his face. And then out of nowhere, it got worse though. So like that was embarrassing enough. But then out of nowhere, Jordan like grabs the guy's arm and is like, and looks at me and goes, babe, check this out. And then challenges the waiter to an arm wrestling match.
What?
Are you serious?
Hey, you don't know me. Yeah. Challenged him to an arm wrestling match. Luckily, Scrawny declined. So we got away with not dealing with that. But yeah, and then he just like wouldn't stop talking about like his gym and like every ingredient and his protein shake in the mornings and like all of this crap. And then the worst part was towards the end, I mean, I'm just kind of laughing at him because he's, again, an absurd human. And towards the end, he starts talking about how he wants to be like a Tony Robbins, like motivational speaker guy. And he stands up and does like a motivational speech to the back corner of the restaurant.
We talked to him. He told us about that.
He was really proud of it.
Yeah.
Of course he was. Yeah, no, it was mortifying. It was mortifying. And then when the date was, so he paid the check, sat back down, whatever. And then he wanted to go, like, he wasn't ready for the night to be over and wanted to take me to some bar so that he could arm wrestle more guys, like some guys.
Oh, you wanted to show that off a little more?
Yeah. He just kept wanting to, like, show off that he could, like, arm wrestle or bench press anybody. I don't know. It was just absurd.
So you didn't go?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. I got out of there.
You know who might be surprised to hear that you felt that way?
Jordan.
Yes.
Yeah.
And guess what? Jordan is actually on the phone listening and wants to talk to you.
Oh, God. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, Krista. Good to hear from you. Hey, how you doing? Yeah.
From you.
I'm good.
I just want to say, I think you're misunderstanding the whole thing. Like, I get that maybe the arm wrestling was a bit, it was a bit much, but, I was just trying to keep things fun. We were having fun. And it wasn't about showing off. I mean, look, it's natural, maybe a little, because it's who I am. But it's because I wanted you to see I'm not boring. I don't play it safe. I'm not that kind of guy. But I didn't realize it comes off, or I came off in any way as obnoxious. And I'll admit I probably went overboard, but that's me being me. That's Jordan being Jordan, And, but for real, I think there's still chemistry there with us, and I promise I'll tone it down because I'm not some meathead trying to prove himself. I'm proven.
There you go.
I just wanted to make a good impression.
Okay. So I really appreciate how confident and outgoing you are. And I think that's super great. And you're not afraid to be yourself. And I think that's great. I've also realized that, I think we're probably like looking for different things. You've got this like big, bold personality thing going. And I don't really mesh with that kind of energy. Like that's not my jam kind of.
Well, first off, I appreciate that you recognize my big and bold presence, who I am, and you appreciate my confidence, and that's great. And I just want to know if I can see you again.
Krista, would you like to go out with Jordan again? We'll pay for it.
Yeah, no, I'm good. Thanks, though. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can hear it right there. You started off with a yes and changed, so you're just changing your mind there. I see you're still working it out. I know there's still some. You just need some time, And hey, I'm gonna keep in touch,
No, Jordan, delete my number. I think that would be for the best. If you need me
look, if you don't like fitness or something, that's okay.
Jordan, go back to the gym. I'm good.
Well, if I delete your number, how will I know when you decide to call me?
Kai is on the phone and he's getting ghosted by a girl named Evie that he really likes. He met her at CrossFit and they went out on a date and he thinks he's not getting a call back because he ate all of the shrimp in the paella that they ordered. And she also needs her protein because, CrossFit.
Absolutely.
So we'll see if that's the reason. All right, Kai, are you ready to give her a call?
Yes, I am.
Okay, man. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Evie, please?
This is Evie. Who's this?
Hey, Evie, how are you? My name is Jubal. I'm calling from a radio show. It's called The Jubal Show.
Hi, Evie. I'm Nina, also on the show.
Hi, and I'm Victoria.
Okay.
How are you?
It's a radio show.
Confused?
Sure.
Sorry.
Have you ever listened to The Jubal Show before?
Yeah, every now and again.
Okay, sweet.
Thank you.
Are you familiar with what a first date follow-up is?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Cool. Well, that's the segment where if you ghost somebody, they can email us to get you on the show and ask why you're ghosting them. And we got an email about you from somebody. You have any idea who that would be?
Well, I've only gone on one first date recently, so I have a feeling I might know who it is.
Okay.
Okay.
Who is that?
Is it Kai?
Yes, it is. He told us about your date, and he wants to know why you're not calling him back or why you're ghosting him. Would you mind telling us?
Yeah, I mean, so, like, we were having, like, a pretty good night, had some tapas, and then, like, we had this, like, really good kiss, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he got up, went to the bathroom, and while he was there, his phone just kept getting messages from someone named V, and it was like eggplant emojis and like peach emojis and tongue emojis, and I at least 5 just in the time that he was in the bathroom. So like, I don't know who he is, but it sounds like he's kind of got something going on already. And I felt so uncomfortable after that.
Yeah.
And then he just didn't mention them. Like, I don't know. It felt like he just left his phone out on the table. Like, he would see what came to his phone when he came back, kind of thing.
Okay. He thought the reason you're not calling him back is because he ate all the shrimp out of the paella.
Oh. I mean, yeah, he did do that, and that was dumb. But, like...
Okay. So it said he was getting texts that seemed like from another girl.
I mean, 5.
Yeah.
That's kind of a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of eggplant emojis. Like, a lot that came through.
Well, we should ask him about that, don't you think?
Yeah.
Evie?
Oh, that's right. He's here, right?
Yes, he is. Kai's on the phone and wants to talk to you.
Hi, Evie. Hey, Evie. This is kind of awkward, but I'm a little bit mortified, and I'm gonna kill my friend Vic. He was the one that was sending all the emoji text messages.
Did you say your friend?
From the gym. It's my friend Vic. Yeah, he was basically he knew that I was into Evie for a while, and he was trying to be encouraging by sending those messages in order to let me know exactly what I should do. Anatomically speaking, everything goes well on a date. But and not that I don't appreciate his input, but I kind of already knew how to do that anyways. But his own way, he was trying to at least be encouraging and be friendly. But I don't think he knew that she was going to see the messages from him. In addition to the fact that I'm going to kill him the next time I see him. But it was nothing sexual between me and somebody else. It was mainly sexual between me and homoerotic between me and my buddy.
Okay, so what you're saying is it wasn't another girl, but it was your friend, like, convinced we were going to hook up. Like, is that why you went out with me? Because you were like, sure we were going to hook up?
I wasn't going out with you because I was convinced we were going to hook up. I was going out with you because I wanted to go out with you. The whole hooking up thing is just a bonus. You're the main goal here is to go out and have a good time with you because I'm into you.
A goal? Come on. Like, a guy like you at the gym only has one agenda and friends just like Z or Vic or whatever his name is. I knew you were too good to be true when I went out, right? Like, if that's all you're interested in, like, that's not what I'm here for.
That's not all I'm interested in, no. That's just my friend's dumb idiot and decided to send very, very dumb text messages when I wasn't at the table. But I'm not into you for that. That's just a bonus. I'm into you for everything that you are and everything that you can be, and especially all the conversation that we're having on the last date. Connections are going really well. So, yes, I can understand that you might be a little upset and confused by the messages, but that's the last thing on my mind. And your squat game is, like, insane. Like, you can squat so much, and I think it's really hot. So it's also, that's an added bonus. Plus, you have childbearing hips. Let's not get into it. Let's get into it at some point in time. After an apology dinner, we could possibly see about, potentially doing something along those lines.
Okay,
I'm ice cream after, too. And also, you get to eat all the shrimp tonight. You get all the shrimp, and wherever we go, I will make sure that they feed you at least 8 extra shrimp, just to make sure that to make it for the last time.
I don't know if this is sweet or just, like, out there.
Evie, would you like to go on another date with Kai? We'll pay for it.
I still don't know if I totally believe you yet, but you can buy me shrimp.
You're saying yes?
Oh, yes.
Yes, I will go on a second date, but you are on probation.
It sounds like she said yes to shrimp.
Okay, well, congratulations, Kai. You got another date.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. This is exactly how I appreciate all the help. This went exactly how I thought it would go. Thank you so much.
But just tell Vic to lay off the eggplants, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, I want to see those texts, though.
I will definitely show them to you. I'm going to do a little bit of editing, so that way they're not as graphic as they usually are.
Oh, my God.
But I will make sure that you see them.
If you're just joining us for today's first date follow-up, Kyle is on the phone and he's getting ghosted by Lindsay. So we're about to call her and ask her why she's ghosting him and maybe get him another date. But first, Kyle, why don't you catch us up on your situation?
Oh, geez. I went on a really, really great first date with Lindsay. Really low-key. We just got food and just really talked and got to know each other. And it was so easy and nice. And we went stargazing, basically. And I had a great time. We made out for like 5 minutes straight. It was awesome. And I have not heard from her since, so I'm a little worried.
And you think it might be because you maybe talked too much?
Steamrolled her.
Yeah, I think it's the technical term is diarrhea of the mouth.
Okay.
I think I ramble, so I'm afraid about that, but I don't know. Who knows?
Okay. Well, are you ready for us to call her?
All right. Yeah. Let's
Let's
figure
do
this out here.
Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Lindsay, please?
Yes, speaking.
Hey, Lindsay, how are you? My name is Jubal. I'm calling from a radio show. It's called The Jubal Show.
Hi, Lindsay. Whole show's here. I'm Nina.
Hi, and I'm Victoria.
Hi.
Have you ever listened to the show before?
It's familiar. Yeah, I mean, I think off and on.
Okay,
Yeah.
sweet. Well, we do a segment on our show. It's called the First Date Follow-Up. That's where if you go on a date with somebody and then you end up ghosting them, that person can email us to get you on the phone and ask why you're ghosting them. And we got an email about you from somebody.
Oh, okay.
Are you ghosting somebody?
Well, is this about Kyle?
It's about Kyle, yes.
Oh
Kyle
my gosh.
told us about your date. He said he really liked you, but he's confused. He said it's been like 10 days and you haven't talked to him.
It was a really nice date. I mean, Kyle is a real sweetheart. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm talking about this on the radio. The date was really nice. Kyle's a really, really sweet guy. He really is.
So why are you ghosting him then?
Well, I mean, it's not about him exactly. It's just, to be honest, it was about the car snacks, like the snacks he has in the car.
You're not calling him back because of car snacks?
No. I mean, that sounds bad. No, it's just more of like we made out because there was some chemistry there. And when we were making out, I kept tasting sour cream and onion chips.
Oh.
Couldn't get past it. It was like kissing the chips. It was it was a lot. It was a lot.
It is kind of weird, though, whenever you kiss somebody and you taste anything, though. So, but you didn't think that, if he had a mint or gum or like you kind of next time you went to kiss him, there's like some mouthwash or something, like you can't get past sour cream and onion?
Well, I mean, I said to him at the time, I said, hey, do you want to, I have some gum in my purse. Do you want to have some of it?
Oh,
I said,
that's
yeah,
awkward.
sure. Yeah, I know. And he said, yeah, okay. And he had some and it just didn't really help. And I could still taste the chips.
Did he just eat the chips? Like, or is that a lingering thing and he just happens to taste like sour cream and onion?
Well, she would have known if he would have just ate the chips.
I mean, I guess. I don't know. I mean, it's not the worst flavor, but, when you're kissing someone, you don't really want to be tasting sour cream and onions.
Like, I could think of worse things to taste like, but it would be distracting because I would be thinking about snacks.
Very distracting.
The whole time I'm kissing you. Okay, and that's the reason you're not calling him back because of his sour cream and onion breath.
Honestly, yeah. That's really the reason why.
Huh.
Okay, well, thank you for being honest. I have to let you know now, Lindsay, that Kyle is actually on the phone listening and he wants to talk to you.
Oh, my gosh. Okay. Hi, Kyle.
Hi. Well, this is worse than I could have even imagined it being. I'm so sorry. I don't know if they told you, but I was really worried that I had just, talked you to death and you were, annoyed with me or just or were over the whole thing. And I never in my life imagined that it would have been that my breath was bad. And I am so absolutely mortified. I am so sorry.
She didn't say it was bad.
Yeah, she actually said it was pretty good. But just like, you can't have too many chips like that. Then you do start to get tired of them. It's
my Lay's, sour cream and onion. Those are like my go-to. I always have like a little like mini bag like in the car. I when I go on long drives and stuff, travel to see my parents. So it's, sometimes I got to throw some snacks on the carpet. I'm sorry. I really am. I should have thought about that, and I don't know what the hell I was doing. But
did you eat sour cream and onion chips before the date?
I did eat those before the date. I also usually carry a little kind of bag in my pocket, you know. But
you love sour cream and onion chips more than anybody I've ever talked to.
It's like a binky.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's not always sour cream. Sometimes it's barbecue. Sometimes it's ranch. You know, who's to say? But I will say, you know what? I know it's a little strange, but if you're ever, you know, in need of a snack, your blood sugar's low or anything, I'm your guy. I got you. So,
he's a literal walking snack.
Snacks on him at all times. Lindsay, what do you think about that?
I guess it's just, sure, you know, it's nice to have someone around who always has snacks. I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Listen, I'm totally fine also with being told my breath is bad. You know, it helps me fix it. If my breath smells like sour cream or barbecue or Cool Ranch or, you know, any of those, really,
okay.
Or any other flavors, doesn't matter. Just tell me and I'll fix it. I'm okay with being told that.
Okay, Lindsay, well, would you like to go on another date with Kyle? We'll pay for it. You have complete freedom to tell him if he's got flaming hot Cheeto breath.
Well, I suppose, yes, if I have that freedom and if you promise to avoid, you know, maybe the sour cream and onion next time. I think that'd be nice.
I just want you to know, I'll be brushing, I'll be mouthwashing, I'll be flossing. I got everything. I got Mentos, I got Dentine, I got all the stuff, everything. I'll be ready.
I think that would be very fun, Kyle. I think it'd be fun. And you know what? If you are going to bring a snack, my favorite is goldfish, just so you know.
You know what? You want goldfish? You got goldfish. I'm doing it.
All right. Well, congratulations, Kyle. You got another date.
Thank you guys so much. Really appreciate it.
Yep. If you're just joining us for today's first date follow-up, Mark is on the phone and he's getting ghosted by Sasha. So we're about to call her and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting him and maybe get him another date. But before we do that, Mark, why don't you catch us up on your situation?
Yeah, well, I met this beautiful girl named Sasha. We met on Hinge, went on this great date to a Parisian cafe, had a great time, and now I haven't heard from her and I want to know why.
Well, and you do think it's because you look like Superman, maybe, and you were getting checked out a lot, right?
I'm just worried. I'm just worried that she was aware of that people were looking at me. That's all.
Okay.
I don't know if
that can be kind of
I don't
awkward.
know if that was a reason.
Like if you were somebody that's super hot that everybody's staring at, you do feel like, oh, like, are you judging me? You know, I get that.
Well, we're ready for us to call her?
Yeah. Yes, please.
Here we go.
Hello.
Hi, may I speak to Sasha, please?
This is her.
Sasha, hi, how are you? My name is Jubal. I'm calling from a radio show. It's called The Jubal Show.
Hi, I'm Nina, also on the show.
Hi, and I'm Victoria.
Oh, wow. Hi.
Do you listen to the show ever?
Sometimes, yeah. You guys are great. This is so crazy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You know why we're calling you?
I have a suspicion, and I'm nervous about it. That suspicion being true.
What do you think it is? What's your suspicion?
Is it the second date follow-up?
The first date follow-up, yes.
Oh, first date follow-up, yeah.
Yep. You are ghosting somebody.
So
do you know who?
Knows.
I have a sneaking suspicion that it's Mark.
And you're correct.
She knows the answer to all of our questions today.
Yeah.
Well, because I don't really ghost that often, but this was a unique experience.
Really? Okay. Would you mind telling us why you're ghosting him?
He was just so gross. I'm sorry. That was like the blatantest, most easiest way to say it. He was burping throughout the entire date. And like the first time it was just kind of because it was loud and he didn't say excuse me or anything like that. But then it kind of just kept happening. And so like I felt like I had to keep talking so that I didn't have to engage with him. And it was just so uncomfortable. I was just thoroughly grossed out.
Was it just really loud or was it kind of under his breath? I mean, I don't know.
Oh, see, that's the thing. I get that burping is natural, but there are ways that you can kind of minimize the damage. Like you can kind of put it under your breath. You can cover your mouth. You can say, excuse me. But like none of that was happening, but the burping in itself kept happening over and over, it just felt like super disrespectful, and I was so turned off and grossed out.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
I wouldn't love that either.
Like in the place you were at, he was just burping loudly?
Yes, constantly. It was so frequent and so loud. Like it almost got to the point where, like Homer Simpson, when he belches, like his lips kind of ripple. Like that's what I felt like. Maybe it wasn't that bad, but like that's what I started to feel like was happening. Like I was just, ugh.
I can't even.
Okay. Well, you didn't tell us that.
No. It sounded like a very pleasant date.
Yeah. Maybe you forgot, or maybe you haven't heard enough first date follow-ups to know that he's actually on the phone listening and wants to burp at you. To talk to you. Mark?
Well, yeah. Hi, Sasha.
Hi. Sorry.
I honestly don't know what you're talking about. I mean, I burped a couple of times because I've been dealing with some like stress-related acid reflux.
I'm sorry to hear that, but then like, why did we go to coffee? Like, that's not going to help the situation, any,
Well, because I wanted to take you to a Parisian cafe. I mean, is the real reason that because I look like Superman?
What?
Sorry, that's not nice. I'm sorry. Okay. No, that's not the reason. Yes, you are an objectively attractive man, but if you're wondering about why people were looking at you, it was because you were burping so much that people were concerned that you were going to be sick.
Are you sure that people weren't just looking at me because of how I look?
No, I'm sorry. I like, it was not attractive. They were not looking at you because you were attractive. They were looking at you because they were disgusted. I'm so sorry.
I can't even help but ask, like, Mark, are you okay? Because to be burping that much, I don't know if that's normal.
Yeah, I've been on a different medication to try and deal with my reflux. It's just been a struggle bus, but I'm doing much better, thanks.
Okay.
Like, Sasha, you say you want to go to France, but you really probably shouldn't go to France because in other countries, it's actually considered polite to burp.
Oh, what? Is it?
It's a compliment to the chef.
Well, even if that's true, here in the States, I like it if someone burps that they at least say, excuse me, or cover their mouth or something along those lines. Maybe I'm reaching for the stars here, but that is something that I am looking for. Blatant respect.
Well, I usually say, excuse me. I usually say, excuse me, but you were telling these beautiful stories. I didn't want to interrupt you. I was trying to respect you.
Sasha, would you like to go on another date with Mark? We'll pay for it.
You know what? I didn't know that she was so close-minded, so I honestly don't know if this is going to work out.
Closed-minded? What do you mean?
I mean, if you can't just be present and accept the person for how they are, I mean, burping happens.
Yeah, I get that. It's just how you handle it that, really changes things. And how you handled it was just not it for me.
That's fine. I mean, if somebody's going to accept me for my burps too.
All right. Well, sorry, no second date, Mark, but it sounds like you're fine with that.
Yeah, I think it's for the best.
Julia is on the phone today for a first date follow-up. She's getting ghosted by a guy named Walker. So in a minute, we're going to call him and see if we can figure out why he's ghosting her. But first, Julia, how long has it been since you heard from Walker?
About a week.
Okay.
A week, okay.
That's kind of the sweet spot. How many times have you reached out to him in that time?
I sent him a couple of texts.
Like 3 or 4? Like, what's a couple?
About 3.
It's not too bad. And you've heard nothing from him?
Nothing, not a peep.
All right. Well, tell us a little bit about your date.
He asked me to meet him at a sushi restaurant, which I thought was really cool.
Okay.
We had dinner, and he hadn't had much sushi before, so he let me kind of pick everything out. And he seemed to really like what I picked out, like especially the spicy tuna.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Yeah, so dinner went really well. He told me all about his business that he's starting, and he just seems so motivated and passionate. I loved that. And then we went for a walk, which I thought was a really good sign.
Okay. How was the walk?
It was nice. I mean, it lasted about an hour, and we just kept talking.
How did it end? Like, did y'all kiss, hug, high five?
We hugged.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did anything happen between the walk and dinner that may have been a little bit off?
I mean, the only thing I can think is that I told him a lot about my work too, because he was telling me a lot about his business, and I recently got a promotion at work, and I was so excited about it.
Congrats.
Thank you. So I just wondered if that rubbed him the wrong way or something.
Like how? What do you think that could have rubbed him the wrong way?
Well, he looked a little, I don't know, like he didn't want to ask me a lot about it or something. And I wondered if because he's just at the beginning stages of starting his business, if he felt a little insecure or something that I'm doing so well in my career.
Did he talk a lot about his business?
He did talk a fair amount. I mean, he seemed excited about it, and like he was really interested in what he's doing.
I don't know how that would take away from what you're doing, but
I mean, there are guys like that, so I believe it, but I don't know if this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like maybe he's not quite where he wants to be in his career. So I wonder if that was it.
Well, that's also kind of a red flag for you because you want to be with somebody that's a little bit more secure in that space.
Yeah.
Right? If that was it. I mean, we're highly speculating at this point.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I've come across this before. So
Okay.
That's what made me wonder if that's the only thing I can think of, because we just had the best time.
Okay. And then at the end, when you guys hugged, did he say like, oh, I want to meet up again or anything like that? Or did he just bounce?
No, I think we just said we had a really nice time.
Okay. Well, we'll see if we can figure it out for you. We'll play a song, come back, and then call him and see if he'll tell us why he's ghosting you and maybe get you another date if you still want one, okay?
Okay.
All right. We'll play a song, come back, get your first date follow-up next. Right in the middle of your first date follow-up, if you're just joining us, Julia is on the phone and she's getting ghosted by a dude named Walker. So we're just about to call him, see if he'll tell us why he's ghosting her and maybe get her another date. But before we do that, Julia, why don't you refresh everybody's memory on your date with Walker?
We went out for an amazing sushi dinner and had a nice walk afterwards. He told me about his business that he's starting up, and he seems super into it. And I told him all about my promotion at work and how excited I was about it.
Did you make a lot of Walker jokes while you were walking?
I didn't even think about that.
I just thought of it right now. That could also be a reason if you wouldn't stop with the Walker jokes. Like, I would go ham on that.
That would have been a great joke. I totally missed it on that.
Okay. I was thinking maybe that is the reason, but maybe not. Well, anyway, We'll call him right now. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Walker, please?
Yeah, this is him.
Hey, man, how are you? This is a radio show. It's called The Jubal Show. My name's Jubal.
Hi, I'm Nina, also on the show.
Hi, and I'm Victoria.
Oh.
We got an email about you from somebody that you are ghosting, and they want to know why you're not calling them back.
Okay. Yeah, okay. This is Julia?
Well, that was
Yes, it is, Walker.
Yeah.
Yeah, Julia emailed us, told us a little bit about your date, and is really confused why you're ghosting her. You mind telling us?
I mean, that's about it. I'm starting to think maybe even in a radio show about it could be on that list, but that wasn't it initially.
Okay. So, wait, what's the deal? Why are you ghosting her?
I don't know, man. Like, we went to dinner and it was fun. It was great. We got some sushi. I'm not used to that stuff, but I housed a couple of those spicy tuna rolls. Those things are great.
Told you can't go wrong with the spicy tuna roll.
They are good.
And it was fun, like it seemed pretty easy at first, but she kind of got on
Oh God, she kind of got on like this tangent about her job and stuff and how she got this new promotion, and then she was very excited about it. And it's cool, but it's kind of dominated the whole back end of the night. So I don't know. It just kind of felt weird. I don't know.
She talked about her job too much. Is that it?
It's not even just about, I don't know, like a job, but just, it seemed to be just all encompassing, you know, like, I don't know, like somebody's whole identity is wrapped up in that, you know, and it just, I don't know, it just kind of was, oh gee, it was kind of boring. I'm sorry.
Her job is boring, or the way she talked about it?
No, not that, I don't know, I don't know much about finance, but that, you know, just the same thing over and over again. You know, does that make sense? If somebody's talking about just something, like you get excited and then it just goes downhill and it's like, God, all right, I get it, you know?
I mean, is that all she talked about? It just wasn't interesting or what?
I mean, sure, it's interesting at first. She talked about some friends too, and, you know, they seemed nice, and a little bit about her family, but for the whole thing, it was about like wanting a promotion and then what I had to do to get it. And I finally got it. How I felt about it afterwards. It's just like, God, rent a movie or something. That's terrible. I shouldn't say that, but
Okay.
I feel bad.
Rent a movie or something.
Did you ask her questions?
I mean, the usual stuff, like, you know, where'd you grow up and what were you into as a kid? You know, did you play any sports? You know, where do you live in the city? Like that kind of stuff. You know, pretty basic stuff, I think, when you're on a first date.
All right. Well, thanks for telling us, man.
Yeah.
For sure. Thanks for asking.
No problem. Yeah. Julia's also on the phone and has been listening this whole time and wants to talk to you. I should tell you that too.
If you have any movie recommendations.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm sure she is, man. Yeah, right.
No, she really is.
Hey, Walker.
Oh. Hey, Julia. Hey.
I guess I'm a little confused. I mean, you seem to...
Yeah. I don't really know how to put it any more plainly than how I did when I didn't know you were there, but, you know, I don't want to be mean. It's just, I'm really happy for you, but it just, I don't know. I just feel like maybe we're just not in the same spot.
I mean, I just feel like some men can't accept a woman in a relationship to be successful.
Well, I mean, that's not it. No, it's not it at all. It's, you know, I just wanted somebody with a little more interest in life, I guess.
Are you intimidated by me?
Not even a little bit. No, not at all. I think it's great. You know, it seems to make you really happy, and that's wonderful. I just don't know if I can be a part of it.
Well, I think you're intimidated by me, and you can't be with a woman who's more successful than you. I think that's what it is.
I'm sorry. I really don't know how to respond to that, but that's absurd. That's not what this is, and it feels kind of, I don't know, that feels oddly accusatory and weird to go to. It's not that at all, trust me. I just think we're on two different playing fields right now. That's all.
Okay, I think that's exactly what it is, but agree to disagree, I guess.
Sure, I guess. Yeah, I'm sorry if I gave you that impression, but that's not what this is. So please don't harbor that ill will toward me.
Okay, well, if you don't want someone who's happy and feels good about their job, then, you know, what can I do about that?
There's nothing you can do about it. Keep being those things. It's just not for me. I think it's great. I'm very happy for you.
Okay, well, I don't really believe you. So, you know, just because you can't be happy at your job doesn't mean I can't be happy at mine.
Sure. Yeah, okay.
Walker, would you like another date with Julia? We'll pay for it.
I mean, I think that would be a horrible idea.
Sierra is on the phone, and she's getting ghosted by a dude named Ollie. We're about to call him and see if he'll tell us why he's ghosting her. But first, Sierra, why don't you catch us up on your situation?
Yeah, Ollie and I went to Glow Night at the Bowl Arena near us, and we had a great time. I got a little too tipsy, I think, and now he's ghosting me. And we went back to his place, and then I went home later after that.
And got a strike.
She got sent home as like a spare.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. But he hasn't gotten back to you. Are you ready for us to call him?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Ollie, please?
This is him?
Ollie, how are you? My name is Jubal. I'm calling from a radio show. It's called The Jubal Show.
Hi, Ollie. I'm Nina, also on the show.
Hi, and I'm Victoria.
Oh. Oh, hello.
Oh, hello. Do you listen to the show ever?
I've heard it before, yeah, definitely. I definitely recognize those names.
Okay, sweet. That's what we try to go for. I've heard it before. So thank you for hearing it before. Have you ever heard of first date follow-up before?
I'm not sure.
Well, I'll tell you what it is. A first date follow-up is a segment we do on the show where if you go out on a date with somebody and then you end up ghosting them, they can email us to get you on the phone and ask why you're ghosting them.
Okay.
And we got an email about you from somebody.
Wait, really?
Yes. Have you been glow-bowling lately?
Yeah, glow-bowling?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. Was it with somebody named Sierra?
Sierra, yeah, Sierra, uh-huh.
Okay, and it's been a few weeks since you talked to Sierra.
You had to spoon feed him that. Are you really seeing that many people?
Well, I don't think I'm ghosting anyone.
Okay.
Yeah, Sierra was a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun.
She told us about your date. She said that you guys really hit it off, but now you're not responding to her, which would be ghosting.
It was fun. I had a lot of fun. And yeah, I just haven't gotten back to her, I guess.
I mean, generally, when you don't get back to somebody for a few weeks, that kind of is defined as ghosting. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I was very busy with work, and like my work's very intense and kind of takes a lot of my attention.
So you want to go out with her again? It sounds like you're ghosting her.
If you really like somebody, you're going to make sure you talk to them.
Well, I mean, we had fun. We definitely had a lot of drinks, and then I took her to my place, and we had another drink, and well, she peed herself.
What?
No.
Ollie, that's Sierra. That's Sierra. She's actually on the phone listening and wants to talk to you.
Wait, what?
Yes. She was supposed to wait till we got the answer all the way out of you, but...
Ollie, I didn't think you'd go there.
They asked why, and I don't know. Look, I mean, it was fine. I'm not mad. You had a lot to drink. That's what happened.
I was laughing, by the way. I was in the middle of laughing. Like, he had me laughing, and that's why I peed, okay? Like...
Oh, it was just a little piddle? What? Well, I mean, it's when you laugh really hard and a little bit comes out. That's not a big deal. It happens to everybody all the time.
No, it was more than a piddle. I had to get paper towels. And, and I was like not upset. I was just like, it's fine. And, but then.
It wasn't that bad, okay? Seriously
it wasn't bad. I'm not saying it's bad that you peed and it's fine. I'm definitely not saying it's bad. It's what I totally get it. We had lots to drink.
I can't believe this is happening. Oh my God.
I peed behind a donut store once.
No, Sarah. Yeah, it's okay.
You know the amount of people that have peed on dates with me? A lot.
Wait, are you serious?
Yes.
Like, I mean, I know it happens, especially when drinking's involved.
Yeah.
Like, it's not that uncommon.
I mean, and I've also done it too, so.
I just think
it's not like a bad thing.
I think the drinking had a lot to do with this, like.
It was just sort of a first impression thing that, like I can't do that. I mean, it was fun, definitely fun. But then I think once that happened, I was like, okay, let's get you home.
Where did that happen? Were you guys like on the couch or was this in bed?
Kind of both.
Okay.
I mean, I did make a comment that her pee, I could smell her pee, that it smelled strong. I mean, at this point, it's just commentary on what's going on.
It did not smell bad, okay? It did not.
It just smelled. It was like, I could definitely smell the scent of it. It was like a stronger...
Or she was drinking a lot.
You were drinking.
It was just an observation. But,
That's a weird thing to point out.
Well, Ollie, would you like to go out on another date with Sierra? We'll pay for it.
Yeah, but like Sierra, you're definitely like a weekend only girl. Like when I want to like get wild and be entertained.
I'm not a weekend only girl just because I peed while I was drunk.
There's nothing wrong with a weekend only girl.
No, there is.
In my book.
No thanks.
So that's a yes, Ollie?
I mean, yeah, if on the weekend you want to do something, they're going to pay for it. I would glow bowl again. I just put down some like pads.
I'm actually considering it because it was a lot of fun. But no, I'll find someone who is a guy who wants an every day of the week kind of girl.
Well, if you're ever, bored on a Saturday or something and you need somewhere to come and pee, you can give me a call for sure.
No, I'll find somewhere else to pee. Thank you.